A sense of urgency disappears without a deadline. Shooting this March 25th, 2020, and a virus has spread across the globe. If you are watching this, then you know what I'm talking about. And for most team sport players and coaches and staffs, things have just gotten very complicated, assuming that if you're watching this, you are safe and you are healthy, right? Most gyms are closed. I'm here in California. All gyms are closed. Most teams are not practicing, and most fields are closed. So the question then becomes, how can we stay focused? How can we continue to get better despite the hurricane of confusion and fear and chaos around us? And the reason I find this video so relevant, that I thought it would be a very good topic to shoot, is I have already had numerous basketball players communicate to me that they have not been able to practice because they have not had access to a gym, right? So then the question is, well, what do you mean? I mean, the world's best basketball players in the 80s and 90s, it was built on the playground. American basketball, hands down, the best basketball in the world, was developed and innovated on the playground. So why aren't we there? I guess topic for another day. But just overall, very easy to say, to just take the foot off the gas pedal a little bit with everything that's going on. It's very easy to say, well, I'm a little bit too distracted, or I'm gonna feel the fear and I'm not going to do what needs to get done to improve as a player. Well, for 99.99999% of us, this is gonna end, okay? And your opportunity is going to be right there, again, for you. So the question is, are you spending this time well? Are you spending this time in a way that is improving you as a player? Are you working to dial in your nutrition? Are you working to dial in your sleep? Are you working to find ways to improve your sports skill? Right? And it's time to get creative, it's time to get innovative, and it's time to understand that this is all going to go away. Okay? If you study human history, the hundreds of thousands of years, pandemics and disease and all this stuff happens. Okay? It hasn't happened since 1918. This is the first time it's happened since the technological age, so it feels like the apocalypse. But for 99.9999% of us, we're going to get past that. And for the 0.0001%, do I lose you as a subscriber? I'm just playing. I got more empathy than that. But you know what I'm saying. So we need to be able to stay dialed in and stay focused, because this is going to pass. So are we spending this time, are we using this idea of syntropy, where nothing stays the same? We're either getting better or we're getting worse. Or entropy, we're getting worse, okay? This is an opportunity you have to gain a competitive advantage, but you need to find the discipline and the motivation to do what needs to get done, as in today, whether you feel like it or not, okay? And a great tool that I learned recently from a book by Brendon Burchard called High Performance Habits was this idea of having a real strong sense of what he calls performance necessity. Now, Brendon Burchard is a high performance coach, kind of in the lines of Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins. Again, if you know me, I like to blend sports science with sports performance, with sports skill development, with personal development, with business, and with some other stuff like evolutionary history and all that, because I feel that really kind of provides the big picture approach to accelerate your player development to levels that have never been seen before. In his book, he quantitatively studied like 250,000 or something high performers from around the world, some absurdly high number, and he found that they had 6 core habits, hence the name of the book, High Performance Habits. And one of them was performance necessity. They had a strong urge to develop their craft and do what needed to be done no matter what was going on externally. And my challenge to you, thus the whole concept of this video, your talent development take-home training, if this has resonated with you at all, is to take the time to answer the above questions. Who are you doing this for? What is the kind of above and beyond? Who are the people that are going to need your A game and not have you spend your day scrolling through your phone, looking at the news, sitting on the couch, waiting for this to pass? Because it's going to pass. And then what? And then are you going to be entropy, where you are less of a player than you were before this started? Or this concept of syntropy, where you're going to be better than when you started? Take the time, answer the questions, and I will see you guys at the next training.